Hey, welcome back guys and girls to my Dark Souls Absolute Beginner's Guide. From this point on, the guide's going to get a lot more rapid and succinct, and you're going to get less of my face. Please make sure to check out the playlist if you're looking for something that you specifically want to learn. I should have it all covered. But let's get straight into it. This episode, we're going to talk about the high-level game concepts in Dark Souls and how you progress through the game. So, what kind of game is Dark Souls? Well, Dark Souls is a third-person action RPG in a fantasy setting. You start off by creating a character, you choose a class, and then you do this super bare-bones tutorial. Then you get dropped into its large, interconnected map. It's not quite an open world, but it's not like it has stages or levels in the traditional sense. And then you're left to get on with it. There is no hand-holding. You won't know which way to go, and there are a good few routes available. You may reach dead ends and feel a bit lost, but that's part of the adventure. As you explore the world of Dark Souls, you'll find lots of things. Things like bonfires, which are your respawn points and let you level up. You'll find NPCs, who can be handy when you're feeling a bit lost. Some will just chat to you, some are traders or merchants, and some are even able to upgrade your equipment. And you'll find loot. Treasures are found strewn about the world, in chests, and dropped by enemies. Speaking of which, those enemies. All the enemies in this game are dangerous. You cannot take them for granted. Even after 50, 100, 200 hours, you're still going to come a cropper if you get cocky. So yeah, you're going to have to do some combat. But you have tons of options for your offense. For example, swords, bows, miracles, and magic. And for defense, you've got shields, evasion, parrying, or using defensive spells. You also have access to a broad selection of consumable items. Not only can these make you stronger, but they can help you distract enemies, offer ranged options, or even just let you retreat to safety. As you progress through the game, you defeat enemies and you earn souls and humanity. These are like the currencies of the game, and you use them to make yourself stronger. So you use them to level up, spend at merchants, upgrade your gear, things like that. In Dark Souls, you're also likely to find a fair amount of death. When you die in this game, you'll drop all of the souls and humanity that you were carrying. These get deposited in a bloodstain, which is placed on the ground near to where you fell. If you can make it back to where you died, you can reclaim your lost resources. But if you die again on the way to reclaim it, they're gone for good. Defeating bosses opens up more places to explore, which will lead you to more bonfires, more NPCs, more loot, more enemies, more bosses. You get the idea. Eventually you'll reach the last boss, which if defeated will put you straight into New Game Plus. For those who don't know, New Game Plus is like a game mode where the whole game is reset, you're put back to the beginning. The enemies are harder, but you get to keep your level ups and all of your equipment. And to finish, Dark Souls has a pretty unique multiplayer system. As you're adventuring, you'll see the ghosts of other players. They could be sitting at bonfires leveling up, or fighting their way through the same areas as you. These are other players who are playing the game right now. You'll see other players' bloodstains. If you interact with these, it will show you a little replay of how that player died. We're all struggling together. It's beautiful. You can find an item that lets you write messages on the floor to other players. It's pretty basic. You write using predefined sentence structures and words, but you can be quite creative with it. And by the way, the game practically encourages you to troll people with messages. So have fun with it. Short way into the game, you can gain a tool which will let you summon other players to help you. And it'll let you offer your assistance to others. And of course, there's the notorious invasion mechanic, where players can choose to invade another person's game as an enemy and ruin their day. It's great! Seriously. So there we go. If you were a Dark Souls noob, I hope that now you've got a better understanding of what the game entails and what kind of things you do in it. Next time it's going to be my top 10 spoiler-free beginner tips, and after that we're going to be looking at creating a character. Almost forgot to say, please like, share, subscribe, all the good things. I want as many people as possible playing it. Thank you all for your support so far. Praise that sun! I'll catch you next time.
But then was fire.